What the fuck is going on, squad? Skeletor here. With me as always is Cloud Beast.
Up in the house.
We have a special guest with us over there. His name is Chris Connolly.
This guy.
What's
going on, y'all?
Oval, one of the creators of Static Wire by Hostile Klouds. As you can see by our backdrop, that's where we're at today.
Oval.
Oval.
Orlando Vapor Lounge.
It's Oval.
Right. Now, we have some information coming for you from Hostile Klouds. What's that going to be? Well,
Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna
stay
be good.
tuned and
Find out.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
that's
good.
right.
Can't
So,
wait.
coming
Check it
up
out.
in just a second.
Oh yeah.
God damn, the ramp up time on this RDA is fucking bitchin' too. What the fuck
What's
is going
going
on,
on?
squad?
What the fuck's going on?
Skeletor here, Cloud Beast, Chris. We are here from Oval. We are here with Hostile Klouds, and we are here with Static Wire. Now, Static Wire has an announcement to make, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the mic per se over to Chris. Let us know about what's new coming with Static Wire.
And I'll do the honors. So, we have a wire line consists of nichrome and nickel. We brought it out in Orlando, Florida. We've been attending a lot of the trade shows with it. We have 20 gauge nichrome, 22 gauge nichrome, 24 gauge nichrome, and 26. Now, this nichrome blend is a nichrome 70. It's a 70-30 blend. No other trace metals in this wire. There's no magnetic attraction as well to it. You kind of notice that we kind of weaned out a lot of the scrap metals that could go in some of these wires. We want to keep it clean and keep it for a good price point for you guys. We also have Ni205. We're real excited about this. It's a silver and purple packaging. The Ni205 is a more conductive version of nickel. It's 99.8% nickel wire. It gives you a nice warm vape from a temperature control device. We've been really excited about it so far.
Now, I do have one question about the Ni205 because a lot of people don't build with nickel because it's just a pain in the ass. Nickel is a non-resistant wire, which you actually have to build the resistance in it. So it was funny, I was talking to my brother earlier today about the static wire and the nickel in particular, and he was wondering, you know, what was going on with it that makes it so different, because he doesn't like building with nickel wire because he doesn't like building from the ground up. You know, which is essentially what you have to do with nickel. You have to, and it just does, it seems fragile and janky, really.
Right.
With the Ni205, what's the difference between that and the Ni200?
Well, with the Ni205, the consistency, if it was in raw form, is going to be almost identical because it is a pure nickel. Nickel itself is a very soft alloy. We've had our manufacturers temper it to make it a little bit easier for a builder to use.
Would you say it matches the consistency of titanium?
I would say it'd be relatively close. I haven't worked with too much titanium to kind of compare the two exact.
Yeah.
But I can confirm that this wire is a whole lot easier to build than just regular raw nickel wire. A lot of people run into issues when they're re-wicking, and due to the fact that it is tempered, it kind of holds its form during that process.
Yeah, and that's my big thing is when I'm using nickel wire and you go to wick, it gets you have to be really careful. And I've noticed with the Ni205, it doesn't get that jankiness, so you don't have that kind of you don't have to be so gentle.
Right.
You know. The one thing I do like about their packaging is every package, as you noticed, comes with some cotton in it. Japanese cotton, organic cotton. So you're already ready to roll, and you really only need 3. I mean, that's really all you need. It's the perfect amount. So you're getting that basically free when you get any package. So you don't even need to get cotton anymore. It just comes right with it. So I mean, the value of that's huge, and that's a definite plus in my book. When it comes to buying static wire, because I know I don't have to buy cotton anywhere. I just use that. Freebie. Thank you, Chris.
One last thing I would like to note on the nickel is everyone here that's been using that HK, we've noticed that we've built successfully on various amounts of times, actually crimping the coils together instead of having to space all the time, because a lot of people that use nickel too tend to have to space the coils
To build the resistance, right?
Exactly. With this wire, we've been able to crimp them. You can even heat treat it on a mech. I wouldn't recommend vaping it on a mech, but I would definitely say that it'll hold up its form without disintegrating or melting together.
Now, if you were to heat treat it to tighten it up a little bit on the mech, does that change the chemical composition any to make it unsafe for vape?
That I do not know.
Because I mean, there's a lot of stigma right now, you know, especially in the dawn of the temp control age. We're so used to vaping with nichrome, we're so used to vaping with Kanthal, that nickel, titanium, and even stainless steel, and now up and coming platinum that I've heard about. You know, it's all so very new to people that some people are still a little hesitant.
And you know, in static wire, you can actually pulse it enough to where you'll heat up the coil. As long as you don't have it glowing, you should be fine. There's no issues.
And common sense would you know.
From what I remember in my research, this has to get up to over 1,200 degrees for it to secrete those nickel in general. It has to get over 1,200 degrees for it to secrete the negative, you know, toxic inhale fumes that we don't want, obviously.
Right.
So you're not going to get that. If you're really cautious about it, you're never going to hit that on any build. So you should be okay.
Most of my nickel builds roll between 420 and 500 degrees anyway.
Yeah. So if you pulse it a little bit,
I have a lot of room for overhead.
as long as you're not frying it, you should be fine.
Yeah, the purpose for temperature control obviously is to keep the temperature levels down on the coil and be able to control that, and it kind of gives somebody you know, more options to vape different flavors at different.
Now, one thing I did hear you say, Chris, is you said a warm vape.
Does give a warm vape.
So I'm going to challenge that, and I'm going to follow up on this. And I do a lot of nickel builds, and I've never got a warm vape out of any nickel that I've used. So I'm going to challenge the warm vape. I'll put it in the comments at the end how what I found out. But I think if it's a warm vape, which I like a warm hot vape, dude, home run in my book.
Check it out. Make sure to read the comments.
And you know, I'm just going to tell you everything I build with static wire. Everything. Everything. Every build I do, every build you'll see me do on Cloud Beast Corner is all going to be using static wire. So if you want to do exactly as I show you in those videos, I recommend picking up static wire at Oval. And they do online shipping also, from what I understand.
We do online shipping if you call into the shop. We also have various amount of shops that are picking up the wire now. So if you have any questions, you can hit us up on Instagram at HKVapeCo, or you can hit us up on Facebook, Hostile Klouds. We'll be more than happy to guide you in the right direction and make sure you can get your hands on the product.
Yeah.
That's right. And if you have a hard time getting a hold of them, get a hold of me or Cloud Beast. We can put you directly in contact with anybody.
We do have the phone number for their shop in the comment section too, in the description, so you can always reach out to them if you need
and that's on a daily basis. We have their actually I have your Facebook, the Hostile Klouds Facebook pages like perma-linked into the description, so it's always going to be there. Be sure to look down in the description. You'll be able to get a hold of anybody here at Oval and Hostile Klouds.
And I'm super excited because I got something to announce. I mean, I think you got something to announce too. So going forward, you know, Cloud Beast Corner is going to be sponsored solely by this guy. Solely.
Static.
So everything we do from now on is only going to be static wire.
That's right.
From now on.
All the addies that you see, all the RBAs that we use, it's all going to have static wire.
It's all going to have static wire. All those builds you see me doing, all the builds we use for our regular videos, we're using static wire and the cotton. So if you have any questions, trust me, we know about the wire. It's awesome. It is awesome. It's the best wire by far. It blows out all those other wires you hear about. I don't even need to mention their names because they don't even stand up. They don't. They just don't. They don't. They're not good. They're not good.
Personally,
Janky.
I've been attached to the 22 gauge and the 24 gauge myself, but you know.
I've been doing some crazy stuff with the 20. 20 twisted, flattened, and then wrapped with another 24. Woo! Nice.
Need some big post holes for that.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
we do have a cloud team as well. We have Team Static Wire. You can also check them out on Instagram. Team Static Wire Central Florida consists of trickers, consists of cloud guys, and also builders. So if you guys can do good builds, you can blow clouds, you can do tricks. Tag us in some of your videos or photos at HKVapeCo. And we are doing sponsorships nationwide. So check us out, tag us in everything you have. We'd love to put this in your hands to give it a try. Keep in touch with these guys. Follow all the descriptions on the bottom. They'll show you how to get to it.
I've been trying to get on that team. You're not good enough yet. Not good enough yet. He knows.
Hashtag HK all day.
Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on
Yeah, right. All day.
All day.
All right.
Alrighty,
With that
guys.
being said, you can find us on Instagram at Skeletor Vapes.
You got me there.
I did.
Cloudy's 12.
And of course, HK Vape Co. can all be found on Instagram. Now, Facebook, WTF Vape is our name, making you say what the fuck is
What
our
the
game
fuck?
since May of 2015 and a lot longer to come.
Shit,
Oh,
I
yeah.
said that really high, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Dude,
You
I lost
sounded
my
like a little
nuts.
bitch.
I lost my nuts.
You got them cut off. Gone. If you're watching this, you know we're on YouTube. Click that subscribe button below. Does HK have a YouTube page yet?
We don't have a YouTube page yet, but we have our guy Nishan. He's our promo guy, so he will be working on doing a video. But in the meantime, we'll be collaborating with these guys. So subscribe, check them out. Stay tuned.
We're gonna try to get some of their trick com stuff on our page for you. I'm gonna be
Gotta see
working.
it.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
working
I'm
with
scared.
James, their trick captain. I have a video set up for him. I'm gonna be interviewing him, teaching us how to do some of the basic stuff.
You know, I'm interested in doing that video because being a not really aspiring trickster myself. But I've always been able to do the O's. I want to push him.
He's gonna show us how to do all the basics, so you out there can possibly learn and join the team. That's the idea.
Word. All right. So with that being said, you can email us with any questions, comments, concerns, and/or recommendations for review. If it doesn't say Micro Machine, it's not the real fucking thing.
You got it that time.
SkeletorVapes@gmail.com.
Cloudies12@gmail.com. You got
There's,
it? Got an
Hostile
email?
Klouds.
Sales@hkvapeco.com.
There you go.
All right.
That's it
With
right
that
there.
being said, we are going to give you a hostile motherfucking goodbye. Let me drip up because I can taste the dry hit coming.
Stand by. Stand by.
And since he just took that cord, he's going to be the one. Nope, he's dripping.
Shut your face!
Shut your face. Your face.
Who's ready? I'm ready. Who's ready? I'm ready.
Hitting this Hostile Klouds.
Give him a nice big
Kick
static cloud.
cigarettes. Vape on. Stay cloudy. And as always, peace out.
Peace
y'all.
out, brothers.
Get it?
Yeah.